Welcome, you fine Raptors. This is Paul Mills, here for the second Raptoreum developer stream on the 16th of February 2024. Let's get rolling. Hope you're good. Welcome to Shara. Ada J. Big thanks to Infraction for the audio tonight. Also Whitebat Audio as well. Shout out to Don Bacon. Waiting on the next track. Don't forget to make sure you're in our Discord. Link is at the top right of the stream. That is discord.gg/Raptoreum. Yep. Good to be back, guys. Sorry I had to miss the last stream. Just about another 3 minutes now, guys, and we'll get started. We're actually trying to track down Bertux right now. If anyone knows where Bertux is, let me know. We've got Tree, so that's cool. The pirate. What's up, bro? Alright guys, let's get over to ADEV. We're still trying to track down where Bertux is, but yeah, we'll get there. Okay guys, welcome to dev stream number 2. As I've said on the intro, we're currently unable to track where Bertux is. He's currently missing. So I don't know where he is. But anyway, maybe he'll join us very shortly. But the main thing is we have Tree Nguyen. Is that right?
Correct.
Correct, yeah. I'm going to turn you up just slightly. There we go. And
he responding. Look like he's gonna show up, I think.
Oh, he is. Oh, he is.
He haven't set up any call yet.
Oh, he's not set up a call. All right. Well, he needs to set up a call, and then we can just jump on that.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This is dev stream number 2. If Bertux can get this call set up, we'll jump on Huddle, and then we can look into some code. I think we're going to be working on some languages today. Is that right, Tree?
Yeah. I think we will, but George mainly we're trying to correct all the French translation that he can cut, that he cut last time, and we're gonna use integrated with some what do you call it? I can't pronounce it.
Transifex.
Transifex. Basically, some AI plugin that we have connected to our repo to generate any translation that we correct in a different language, even legible.
Okay, he's making a Huddle link. Almost there. Okay, as I mentioned before, we plan on doing more of these regular dev streams, and we show you small parts of the code that we're working on, just so you can get more of a picture of what we do on the day to day, and what we're working towards in the longer term of things. As you know, we've got some exciting code coming up with assets and things like that, transaction decoupling and all that really nice stuff. So and you know, it's been taking us quite a while because we're doing things in a brand new way. So we thought it'd be really valuable for everybody to see the pieces of the puzzle put together once every week or two, just so you can get a feel of what we're working towards. Okay, we do now have a huddle link, so we'll jump on that.
Ah, hop, je vais tourner la vidéo.
Give me a sec, guys, while I get this set up.
Yeah, it works.
Can you hear me, Bertrand?
Yes, I hear you. And you?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just trying to get my camera turned on.
Ah, so we can turn on the camera. Cool.
Yeah, well, it is 4 minutes past the time we're supposed to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, we'll give another welcome to everybody. Welcome to DevStream number 2, where we have Bertux and Tree to run through us an issue that we've got. And I think we're doing a translation issue today, aren't we, Bertux?
yes. French.
Okay. So we're doing French translation, and yeah. So if you want to explain what you're going to be using to do that, and maybe share your screen, and also let the community know how they can help out as well.
Okay. I've shared already, so let me open the screen. Then I will share the full screen. So share. And so I've Transifex, which is the web tool that was already installed in February. Like we have installed it like a few days ago and then configure, and it helps to those who want to contribute but doesn't feel like technical enough or doesn't know yet about GitHub or don't feel comfortable with GitHub, like we show last time. So to make it easier to start contributing when you are non-technical and but still want to contribute, and when you are not comfortable also with English. So that's two different barriers to contribute. What I suggested is to ease and to decentralize the translation, the task of translation, and instead of having only one person translating one language fully, to start using Transifex to contribute to the translation. So Transifex, and we have something like this. You see my screen.
Yep.
Okay. I guess I will increase. I will zoom because it may make it more readable. Like, is it big enough or?
For me it is, but I use a bigger monitor, so
Yeah, maybe a little bit bigger for people on mobile or tablet.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, that should do it.
So, and I have my also maybe that's. I think I have the my dark theme on Chrome, so that's why it's not maybe so readable. So as you can see here, it's because I'm in French local, it's displayed in French, but it's automatically adapted to the local of your browser. So if you have your browser, or web browser, or your Chrome in Chinese, for example, it will display it in Chinese or in Russian. So here, when going to this, so I'm already connected. I'm already connected as a user Bertux. So that's why I can contribute more than those who are not yet you have not yet joined the project. But if you go to this address, you can request to join the project and then help translate the help to translate the project.
Can you
Uh,
can you copy the address and paste it in the dev chat, and I'll send it to the community?
Yes. Not know. Yeah, it will happen here and up. And I already. Let me send it. Here. Stream the. Yeah. And so maybe the dashboard, like do it, I will do it by logging out. I think it will be easier than to show you what you see when you are not logged in yet. So if you're not logged in, you can you will see that. And here you have the button to join the project. So here we can see that it was created on the 9th of February. Source language is English. For now, a number of contributors is, that's why I don't really understand why it's still showing 0, but maybe because we are not at the level of contributor. And here what's the most important, I think, is to the total world to translate. So we have more than 8,000.
Look like you're not logged in.
What you said, true?
Look like you're not logged in.
Yeah. I've logged out to show what you will see, what will see anyone.
Okay.
And and here so anybody can see the level of translation, the translation level for all the language that have some translation already. And so you can see that French is more at the bottom. The last one is Japanese. Romanian, Vietnamese, Arabic, and French. And at the top, we have Spanish, Portuguese, German, and Finnish. So when you log in, you can sign up. If you don't have yet an account on Transiflex, you can sign up first. But then, when I log in, yeah, I already log in. Here I see so here again the number of words, so in French mots, and that we have only one resources for that. Yeah, I mean, Tree, if you want to tell us your point of view about it also, good.
Well, I think we may have more than 20, right? Actually, oh, I get without 20 we have. But anyway, if there are language in here that you don't see that you want to be added, you can also let us know. We can always add it.
Yeah, it's here. You can, in French, demander une langue, so ask a new language.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they can add new language for add a contributor, or they have to be an admin.
Yeah, so first you can ask to join the project,
Mm-hmm.
and then we can see. But yeah, they can also ask on Discord, and but I think it's easier to ask that there. But yeah, depending on the level of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And as it's already there is a lot of different possibility of roles, so I
yeah.
think we could we could accept first at the lowest level, so they can get the possibility to. I think they will get the possibility to ask a new language, and then continue on this. And continue on this. Well, as you can see, there is a lot of possible language,
Mm-hmm.
and not many of them are already added. So feel free to propose others.
So let's do some change on French, and then we.
Yes. So I think I should be able to click here on in French traduire to translate, because if I here it's to visualize. So it just like we can try that first to show. So here we can see. So yeah, what maybe you can actually want to explain the connection with GitHub?
Sure. So the way it work is, I believe you have to change in the code and then on the inlet side, right? Um, to get it to let me see. No. I'm sorry. You make a what do you call it? First, can you show us what the
Yes.
percentage mean?
Yeah,
I'm
because
not very used to the tool, so you can tell us
yeah,
what
yeah.
the.
But then I think we have already, because it's just because I've not. So let me go back to, because that's already configured. So if we go back to the language, I think it was here. No, here it's the parameter. So like, I just wanted to show that we connected the GitHub repository,
Mhm.
and that's what makes the connection between the translation file that is in the
Mhm.
repository, and that's how it's uploaded. So if I come back here, maybe.
Mhm. Because right now we haven't changed anything, so we do a sync right now. I don't think anything changed, right?
Yeah, so for now, we have, and there is one here, like one request. Yeah, one language has been requested.
Oh, okay. Somebody got it on it, huh? Okay, we can go to that exercise, add that language, and then we can do a sync to see what happens.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, so that's what we see when we look at the source. Here it's alphabetical order.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there is also two level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So when it say 56% here, compared to what why does it say 56% here?
So it's about the, like maybe it's sure, yeah. So it's find in the So in this translation file, so this source file, Raptoreum _en for English.ts, that is stored on GitHub, on our GitHub repository, at this path, as you can see the path on the develop branch, which is important to be on the develop branch. We can see that there is so 880 strings that are translated in the French translation file, and we have still 680 strings that are not translated.
So it shows what currently got translated already in our project, right?
Yeah, but translated but not approved. Because there is also two levels. Like you have three status, three level. You have not translated, translated, and approved.
I see.
Like revisé, it's like revised. Like is that been approved by a reviewer? So you can translate without having an automated review. So if you want to do like a better workflow on translation, first you need to suggest translation. When there is consensus on the translation, then you have it's translated with this consensus, and then you have a reviewer that approve the this suggested this agreed translation to make sure that it's current. But I think we will start just simply by going from non-translated to translated. We don't want yet the review part to not make people confused about too many status.
I think we can get hit translate, right? Go click on it. Yeah, hit translate.
And here we start the translation UI.
Yeah.
And so here you can see, so that's a web page where you can directly translate inside, and without knowing anything about GitHub, because it's Transiflex who does the connection, which does the connection with GitHub. And even here you have some suggestion of translation, and you have some history. We can configure also some lexical here, and you can put some comments also. So we try to translate something that is not translated yet. So I guess we can filter here, and we want only what is not translated. So here we see only what is not translated.
Okay.
And so, for example, we can do like the quantity, and which is a quantity in French. And here you see that there is even so suggestion with 100% match, because that's just one word. And it's the TM is translation memory. And so it looks if this word quantity is already translated somewhere else. And here you can see that it was translated in. So here you can see the currency. So every time quantity was translated, it was always translated as quantity.
Okay.
And here you can see that there is 4 times quantity appearing in the translation that wasn't yet translated. So like that give, because then if you want to do also a good quality of translation, you should be careful about the currency with the existing translation.
Okay.
So that's why here I think you can just, no, here it will search. I don't remember how you can use. So here you have the three part. So here you want to don't display anymore this suggestion. Here you want to use this suggestion, and here you want to show the difference with the source. So here we want to use it, and here we save. In French, we save the translation.
Okay.
So here you don't even really need to understand French if you were with English UI, because you are just using the translation memory. So you see there is a 100% match, and you use it, and then you save. And you could save it as a suggestion. You could save it as a draft. Here I save it as a translation because I have the contributor role already.
Okay. Now that we do individual one, can we do everything all at once and then review them to whether they do correctly or not? On the table view on the left. So that way the user doesn't have to go to one by one, right? They can just see on that table.
You mean if by select?
Let's try select this. Can you select the checkbox on the right?
Yes, and
select like two of them at the same time.
Okay.
Okay. And then see there's any button to translate.
And we can try.
Yeah. Try that.
And we want to try the automatic translation.
Yeah. Click on it.
Yes. Think of. Yes. So here you have to be careful because the existing translation will be replaced by the automatic translation. But as you can see, it's not translated yet, so there is no problem. But we should not do that with where there is already a translation.
Correct.
So that's a good part to. That's a good way to reach the 100%. Because,
the idea here is we can do many all at once, and then whoever reviewed in the translation whether I'm correct or not, they have the table and easy to view to see which one they need to correct, right?
Yeah. So that's why then it's important to start with translating what is not translated. And so we can start with automatic translation all at once. But then it's about reviewing the suggestion to make sure that are looking at the translation memory to make sure it looks good. So we try to select all other. You want to try that or?
Yeah. Let's try that. Let's do all of them all at once. Is there a way to select them all at once?
Yes,
there you go.
And then maybe I can just I could have just update the filter to.
That's okay.
But we have only 3.
Yeah, we only 3. That's fine.
And so I go again on automatic translation.
Yeah.
And so we can follow.
Now, for those who follow, just so you know, we are fairly new to the tool too. So, if you see us stumble, what option to click? That's why.
But so I can even so you see here like the quote, but I think that's fine because there is a quote in French when you say copier l'adresse. between the L and address, you put you not a quote, a single quote, not a double quote. And here you can see that it's updated automatically in real time, as we could say. So like the so it take care about the yeah, not so doesn't seem so bad.
Yeah, important that any contributor when you use this also need the human eye, make sure it correct, make sense. Don't just hit auto translate and then commit. That's it, because there may be something that's not entirely correct. Especially whole sentence. Whole sentence, I assume not 100% correct all the time.
Yeah, and about the characters, I'm not quite the special characters. I'm not sure, because if you look at the A, like when it was this A send asset, here he has added the amp.
Maybe it's escape. Try click on it. Click on it. You may have to, we may have to correct there. For some reason, it maybe this is the bug in the
Or
tool.
maybe it's maybe this will be interpreted to display as like this in the UI.
Oh, maybe.
Because in the source code, if you have just this,
Let me look. Let me look at the how it look like in the English file.
yeah, because so we can see that we have bug it or not, because it's not decreasing anymore.
I'm looking at the English file. Hold on. This is send asset.
Maybe when I've clicked on it, then it stopped the.
Yeah, it is. So if you open up the Raptoreum project, the code base itself, open the code base itself.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
from GitHub, it's fine. Yeah. Go to source.
Source. Yeah. Okay.
Qt. Qt.
See.
And then locale.
Okay.
And then look for the Raptoreum English.ts right there.
Which one? English or?
Only TS, yeah. The EN, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And click on it
Yes.
and search for send asset.
So, like, I try to.
Send asset.
Yeah, I tried to. Yes, send. And didn't send.
Asset.
No, it doesn't.
I think it's case sensitive. Send with capital S and then asset capital A.
No.
No?
Do you need the and sign at the start?
Maybe the content not fully loaded. Do a search inside the
Maybe, yeah, it's here. Like, I need to go there, I think, first, and then -F. No?
then arrow.
But maybe I can just go to my.
JIDE. Maybe you can go JIDE. Will
It
probably
would
be
be
easier.
maybe better to.
The line number is 920. 920.
Okay.
Line number 920. I have the idea I'm looking at.
Yeah. Because doing the screen sharing and the UI alone.
Yeah, the screen it looked like they just partially loaded 920.
9.
Oh wait,
Trans-
huh? Why is it different? Oh, okay, you're a master brand. Click on develop.
yeah, sorry. I'm on the master branch and forgot to go to develop.
So
Okay.
go to 920.
Yeah, it's faster. I think, yeah, should be quick. 9.
There you go. See, they do have the am, the word am right there. So that I think it's part of it's probably
Yeah, I remember now. That's because it does the parsing.
Mm-hmm.
Here it does the parsing. So
Mm-hmm.
here it does the interpretation.
Yeah.
But here you have to type
Mm-hmm.
what has to be in the source code and
Yeah.
not as you see it there.
Correct.
So that's also a big difference. That
Mm-hmm.
was complicated to explain to non-technical translator.
Mm-hmm.
That in the source code, it's not always the same than what you see in the source in the source language, because
Mm-hmm.
in the source language it does the interpretation of this escape character, but you need to put this escape character inside the translation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I wanted to explain that. You would be tempted to say, but I don't see it there, so I will remove it from there. But just don't, because if you do, it will break. The source code.
So how do we view at the UI view? Because right now on top it's still saying in English, but I don't see the fan version of it.
Because you need to go to depending on how you look at it. There will be.
No, I'm saying this. What was it? Is there a way for me to annotate here? You see the send asset right there on
Yes.
top.
Here you mean if I want to search for send asset?
No. I'm saying it right now. If at the usual point of view, right? When I look at ampersand, invoice, and then a bunch of nonsense right there on the screen. Um, how do I annotate here?
Do you update? I don't understand what you mean.
So you see the screen on the middle screen, the middle screen.
The middle screen here.
Yeah, you see that am and then invoice, and then you see a bunch of n number 29.
Okay.
How do we see what the UI look like right here?
Uh,
So
not
because
sure.
I'm looking at user point of view, right? I want to make sure this look correct in the UI. How do I do
I
that?
don't think I've not seen that yet. I think that's still a problem. That's if you don't. Maybe you could. Maybe we could see later in the configuration if we can configure to display exactly the source code and not do interpretation there.
Okay.
But I'm not sure that you can see get an output here
Well,
like the output you see there.
yeah, I'm saying what I'm seeing up top here, and not what I'm seeing down here. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If
here
you
you see it interpreted, and here
Mhm.
you don't see you see uninterpreted.
Correct.
And so you were asking if I could have a preview of
Mhm.
interpretation of this translation.
Correct.
And but I don't remember if I've seen that before, but I don't think it's yet possible. Could ask to the in the Raptoreum or look search in the Transiflex documentation about that. But for now, I think most of the time you will have it will be automatically translated, and so like a reviewer that sees that should be careful about not removing it just because it don't see it there. So I think we can trust more the automatic translation to add the correct symbol, and then it's more about. I think it will be more about building automatically what is translated, and then you can see it directly in the UI, but in the middle, there could be something, an option that we have not set up yet, but I've not seen the preference. Yes, we can. Here we can maybe. No, but that's already where the source language is English. I think it will be less confusing if we would see the non-interpreted source language, as you have done here. Like if you look here, we see that there is a amp, for example. But when you put this into the UI here, it interprets it, and so you see only the A.
Yeah, but at the same time, you see the word like disable. They have the display correctly, right? This one right here, the number 387.
37.
387.
Which here?
No, one on bottom, right there. You see it. The word look readable, right?
Yeah, because there is no special character,
Okay.
like no escape character.
Okay, so there's a special character there.
Yeah, here because it's like usually I would put like, let me show you what I will do it manually, and so it will display like this in the UI.
Okay, I see. Okay, that's fine then.
And because this will not work in the source code, that's why we need to escape with this the
Okay.
A.
Okay, got it. Yeah, with the tool, this is fairly new tool, so
Yeah.
it would be better if on the left here they display correct display, like the M sign, right? They display correctly in the M sign. So you just go up.
Okay, go up.
On the what we have earlier on the M on send asset. See right here, say create.
You see, but sometimes it's also needed if you want to do a shortcut. If I remember well. So when you put, and so this is removed when you translate. So that's also another
I see.
to take care about. Like if you see here custom, here it will say coutume, which is not really a good translation. I guess depending on the context. So that's why it's important to look at the context also. And because custom is more like if you have it customized or having special, so it's not like the custom of someone, of people.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, when you see all this 39, it's just for the character I've shown you. So that's why we should keep it.
Yeah.
And it will be even maybe more when you will translate to Chinese or have not
Okay.
looked.
Let us finish doing the rest.
Okay,
Maybe
so let's. So I can just update there. If I,
maybe click back and forth.
no.
Um,
You can even select the text, but so let me try. Okay, and I want to select by state and no, translate. So we still have 500.
Yeah.
More than 500. So we want.
Yeah, I want that.
You want to try everything?
Yeah, try everything.
Okay. Okay. Let's see if we see some other.
I mean, at they you can follow as they go and see anything correct and just fix it right away if you need to.
Yeah, that's what I try to do. Yeah, and then it's also about, I think, in French, we are always often the debate about what should be translated from English and what should not be translated. You can have some over translation because most users are still used to some English word like wallets or I don't know some like even I don't know like what it could be. So sometimes it's more difficult to understand something that has been translated than the source, like a custom with coutume. But then yeah, we should check later. Maybe not this time. We'll see. But what brings this A? We should put it back. But then it's about because it's a shortcut. From what I remember, it's a shortcut for the following later. So changing the name, change also the later in the words, and so the shortcut may not be able to be the same. And I try to keep my French accent. Like future, in some way, future is avenir in French, but in some other way, like if you buy a future in the stocks, it's not just avenir. So that's why it's important to look at the context also. I think there is. That's why we could look at the history or some like here mint count is when you say nombre de menthe. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a bad translation because here it mint. It's it could be mint the flower, so menthe in French, but here we're talking about I guess the minting something. So it's a verb and not the plant. So that's why we need still need some review. So and here traduction. Wow, have a warning. Maybe because it's too long. Yeah, that's also so also when you translate, but we should have this before.
Okay, yeah. Can you when you click on that to see what it say?
This one, but it will stop the.
Yeah. No, not gonna. The second stop.
Yes, last time I
Okay.
clicked, it stopped the.
Okay.
So
Okay.
maybe let's wait for this to finish. We have still. I think it's translating faster than we could. So at least that's a lot more to review and less to translate. Oops. I think we have reached our quota maybe of automated. Yeah, we see the group action. That's yes. And I've selected string translated. Yeah, it stopped after some time. So we still have a bit more than 162, but so we want to come back to the. So I think we should do 100 per 100 or something like this, or 200.
Mm-hmm. Why is it error L? You know why it's error L?
So let's go back to the warning to understand. See if we can understand the warning. No, I don't see it anymore. Here. The translation.
Match.
What's the difference? The translation does not contain the number 1000. Please avoid writing it in full. If the custom fee. Yeah, and also here the custom fee. It's not here. It's translated as it's a fee if you go through the custom, like for in the airport or in the border control.
I see.
So that's not a good translation also. So yeah, it's about, because in French you should put a space after the thousand, between the thousand.
Really? Not a comma. Not a comma.
Yes, not a comma. Yeah. So the comma is for the decimals in French.
Dot. I mean the dot. Dot. Decimal. I mean decimal.
And so not
a period. Period.
Yeah. At least it's in the original parameter of French. To separate the group of 3 zeros, you put a space, like the separator of thousand, millions, billions, and so on is a space, and the separator for decimals is a comma. And so that's why it brings. It says like you have 1000 here, but here you have 1000 with a space. And so it says that the translation does not contain the number. Please avoid writing it in full.
But also it only says 96% match.
I know, that's for the suggestion here.
86% match.
So here the translation is better because it says that the customized fee. So it's more like custom here, making things, it's a custom of a border control. And here it's better translated because it's a frais personnalisé, mais kind of customized fee.
Interesting. The automatic translation different than suggested one.
Yeah, and if the custom fee, that's that's not exactly the same. So that's why there is 86% match.
But why they not using the suggested one, but they're using a different one?
Because we use the automatic translation and we didn't use the
I
translation
understand that.
memory.
I understand that. I'm just wondering why the automatic translation not doesn't look at suggestion or something.
Yeah, that's we don't know really how it's automatically translated.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why it failed after some time because it used an API.
Mm-hmm.
And after some time, we got limited by the number of sequential requests.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So that I think we about run out of time very soon. So what we can do is we can correct this one. If we want, we can make a manual sync and to go through the whole process, and we can come back. I don't know. We come back to it later and correct every translation.
yeah.
Get it? Or anybody in the community want to contribute, they can go back in it and correct the translation if they see anything incorrect.
Hmm.
Because you can see like over 1500 translation. We're not gonna have enough time to go through every single one of them. Hmm.
Yes. Maybe if you want to, you have tried to, you would like to try to, if it managed to create a pull request?
Correct. So let's just correct this one. Go ahead and correct this one, this translation. Correct it.
Which one? Is this the one I'm on it?
Correct.
Okay. So here I would put, this personnalisé. Les frais personnalisés sont fixés à 1 si et 1 et que la transaction ne fait que 1, alors 1 paye, only pay, ne paye 1 de frais. Ok. Puisque, but here it's not French. Total at least. Au total, au moins. Ah, maybe. Tandis que total at least, paye au total au moins. Yeah, that sounds a bit confusing. I would say total au moins, mais yeah, maybe. And maybe we need to see. That's why we need to see it later in the UI also. 5 kilooctets et 2 pays au kilooctet. Okay, so here I can save.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And maybe I can. Yeah. Sur l'illustration. Contrôle de traduction. Yes. Maybe I don't. And the context. Yeah, and here you see that it now has a second suggestion that is my suggestion. So like with 100% match, because I've saved that this is the right translation.
Okay.
And then I can even mark it as a
Review.
I think I could try to mark it as reviewed,
Mm-hmm.
but I think could be reviewed by someone else. But as we don't have any reviews, I could at least put one as reviewed. Yeah, and here we have the.
Okay.
It's called as mark as review. So then, in the few minutes we have left, what you would like to
Sure.
show? Like you want to share your screen when you.
Sure. Let me see which one is the
Because
share.
when I tried on my side, I was not able to do the
Okay.
pull
Let
request.
me try. Let me try. Where is it to share my screen? Button to share my screen.
Here,
I think you have. You hit. I think you have to stop sharing for me to share my screen.
here. No, I need to add you to add the ability to let you share your screen.
There you go.
Okay, let me.
And
No.
we
Yeah,
have
because it's unlocked.
Yeah. I'm sharing now.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So this is what we have already. So let's go out here. Raptoreum. Let me go back to the dashboard. And I need to go to.
Yeah, and now French is at the top
Yeah.
because the automatic translation.
So I need to go setting.
Yeah, and at least this way we see it in
And then you said manage. I think.
yeah, for you it works. For me,
Yeah. Manual sync. Um.
the threshold. Yeah, good. Localization progress threshold percentage to sync content from targeted back to your repository. Sync content option. Yeah.
I don't sure what the threshold percent is. What I need to put.
It's explained a bit. Like if you are sending less than 1% translation will include untranslated content either as empty or containing the source. So, like
7%.
you could put 50. Yeah, that's right.
Untranslated contain that either empty or.
So I think you could. It's here if you just want to export what
I get.
only
I get.
fully translated.
I get that we do 100%.
No, so if you do 100%, nothing will be synchronized because nothing has reached the 100%.
Send 100%. No, they said you let that 100% of translation
Less
file
than 100%.
contain
So you
either
could put,
empty or.
for example, you could put 40% because all of our translation file have more than 40%.
What the 50?
And 50, if you put 50, there is some language that will not be synchronized.
Will include untranslated content either at empty or. Okay, let's try it and see what happens.
Like if you want to synchronize only the French, you would have to put, I don't even see the percentage here.
We will see. We will see what it show up on the PR. So
Yeah, I see. Yeah, so 50. Okay. So now we reached nearly the 90% translated in French, and the last translated is in Japanese with 48.
Yeah. Look like done. I think. And then let's go to our.
Manual sync.
Let's go to our GitHub account. Oh. Each of the file have its own PR.
That's good, I feel, in some way, because then you can approve one without approving the other.
Yeah, it's gonna be but got overload our GitHub action that because every PR do a build.
Yes, I think that no, it's more that we need to configure the GitHub action to not do anything. Maybe if the
It should do a build because
but maybe not the full build of.
or we can just set it to be manual build fine.
A manual.
But anyway, it's so let me see.
And that's the purpose of the threshold also. Like if you put the threshold at 100%.
Let's check the French one. The one that we're interested in.
Yes, with FR.
This one right here. Let's see what changed. Oh, it's even have a description.
Yeah, with integration, 5 change. Yeah, but
Then
yeah, it's true. Yeah,
load the diff to see what changed. It look like there are a ton of diff. Slot 6,000 and it delete about 2,000.
yeah, that's why it's. I feel it's not really reviewable in GitHub.
Yeah, that's it can take a while to load. So um interesting. Oh, it's it added in where the file is. I guess good in a
Yes.
sense. Um,
Yeah, but we got that in some other file, like the location.
mhm.
If you look at the file, I
See
think you
here
have the location.
the old one we have this, and the new one we don't have this. We have this. Not sure. We have to see how it show up
Yeah,
on the
does it display on the.
yeah. Um, yeah, but that we can't see that until done the build. Um,
But you see, there is some amp still.
yeah.
I mean, it's a source, like on the red. I think that was more translation error when there is not the
Mhm.
escape character.
Yeah. So we're gonna, I get on offline. We can show that here on offline. We will have to check to see whether they show up correctly on the UI. And then we can, we can update community on instruction,
Mm.
further instruction if we need to.
Yes.
If it show correctly on the UI, then no action need to be done. If it doesn't, then we may have to give in some sort of what you call it.
Yeah, I feel it's fixing some translation error
Mhm.
that wasn't maybe apparent, so much apparent yet.
What? Let me see. What I can do is I. Sure we have enough time. You can stay over.
Yeah,
Let me
a bit
see.
late. Uh-huh.
We can check real quick.
Hmm? Yeah, you will do it faster than me.
Okay. I've gone too far. Okay, let me see if it rebuild the translation file or not. We can check a look later. But for now, what I need to do is I need to go back to the view just to see the text that we want to check, and it's gonna take a while to load because it's like a lot. And I'm assuming it's gonna be really small for everybody. I'm not sure how to
Ah,
make it.
that's good for me.
Uh,
But it's still readable. I would not say it's very big, but and sorry, it's compiling.
yeah,
Uh,
it's compiling. Um, should be done very quickly. Yeah, it recompiled the language file right here. Is it good? So we should see something very soon. Let me see. What? Okay, let me check here. What did pay? Address UI. Lose one. This one right here. This is address book pay. Okay. All right. Faster, faster.
That's... And so you should shouldn't you stop the GitHub action that has been triggered?
I will try to figure the GitHub action on the back end. But this is a view locally anyway, right here.
Okay.
This is the view.
To not.
Yeah. We do that on the back end. We don't have to. We don't have to show that boring configuration.
Okay. Yeah.
We don't have to show the boring task of configure the GitHub action to the end users.
We get some.
Just
No,
a
that's
warning.
just a warning.
Yeah.
But we could. It's not maybe so easy issue, but.
Look like we have some sort of error here. Interesting. It's not completely built. Why is this source will not? Fix
Yeah.
that. Oh, it's probably my fault. I may have accidentally slipped on a keyboard or something.
And so you started with 10, so that's still.
I'm sorry.
10 thread. That's still a lot, so should help to make it faster also.
Yeah. I do 10 thread. 10. I think that only like maybe like 80% of my computing power. Let me see how much it's using. It's using. What's it using? Where is it?
Yeah, CPU at the top. You want to the C1, the CC1 plus?
Yeah, just want to see how many core it's using.
Yeah, CPU. If you look at the top, you will see.
Yeah. It uses everything it has, maybe. Anyway,
so it's running. Yeah.
It done. All right. Let's see.
And yeah, no error anymore.
Okay. Now I need to change language.
Be careful, because then it will be in French.
I know. Appearing where the language setting. Do you remember?
I know. I'm not here. No, use interface language at the top. User interface language.
French. Where are you? There you go. This change require. Okay, that's fine. And then it you close and restart.
Yeah, and voila. We'll have the voila effect. Masqué.
What page was it? Hold on.
It was.
It was address book. Address book. No, I don't know where it is. No, I think I know it. I think.
And you see the AMP. The AMP doesn't work because it's.
Then I think address book is this one. This one.
This one should display. But you already see at the menu bar that fenêtre, which is a window.
Yeah, the one. Yeah.
It shows the AMP. So.
This is the address book, I think. Yeah, this is the address book.
Yeah.
So we go back.
L'adresse à laquelle envoyer de l'argent. Yeah. And what was
this one right here, law agent, right?
Yeah, choisir l'adresse à laquelle envoyer de l'argent, just on top.
On top. Show correctly. So the conclusion is show correctly, so they know further action need to be done.
Yeah, but you look at the menu, there is now an error on fenêtre. which is AMP fenêtre. So, like for the menu, it doesn't.
This
show
one. The menu doesn't show actually.
And you see there is a later underscore.
The menu.
And so on the menu, that's not the same. And so you see for adresse d'envoi, adresse de réception.
We can play around with the code to make sure it convert correctly, so that the end user doesn't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I think this is like some sort of like very similar to HTML. So must be it using the wrong tag. If we're using the correct tag, it would escape it. So we have to look inside the code.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
It's about escaping. So.
Yeah. We look inside to make it more consistent, so with that, the normal people who doesn't really code, when they look at the translation on the other side, they would not know which one they should correct, which one they don't, right?
Yeah,
so
because
so if we can take care inside the code, then user don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, but in the menu, there's this A, the commercial A, like the the other is short. It's a way to select which is the letter you want to underline.
Maybe this is something we can do. I'm trying to think. Maybe something we can do on next section. Maybe how to see how correct this.
Yeah.
To basically translation continue on our next live stream, to see how we can correct it in the code, so the user doesn't have to worry about it.
Wow. Yeah, and it could not be in the other way. Like if you could we check? I could check the other way if you if this escape code are really needed. Because
can I ask something? You know how originally we were talking about leaving that and amp and the numbers in place in order for it to work in the wallet, but the actual when the whatever it's called, transifex actually compiles, it's using the source file for English to actually convert it on the fly, right? So
correct.
Am I right in thinking that people can actually delete AMP and things from the actual translation file because it's coded with the source when it's committed, so it knows where it's coming from and knows where it should be inserted?
We have to check which one which side it to be. Basically, the ampersand. You see the under just to under just so that it can under our card.
Underline.
Underline the word, so for hotkey basically.
Yeah, but that's there because we didn't remove the amp and things from the translation. We left it. So maybe
we didn't really look at this part to see originally what it looked like, what is translate into. Maybe that's something that we maybe can do in the code, or something we can do on the other side. I think this is area we need to review further.
Okay.
To see how do we make it a little bit more, what do you call it?
User friendly.
I don't know what the word for it.
Well, I mean, it might be the case that it is actually easier than we think for people. So if we do some more checks on this, then we might not have to give the community as much guidance as we think on things, but we'll have to double check on it.
Yeah, of course. That's why when we do a manual thing, is a PR instead of just merge the code, so that we somebody in the team have to review it, right? Like what we do right now, we review it, make sure everything correct, and then if it's not correct, then we take action for it, right?
I've proposed French because in my experience, French translation creates more bugs than other language translation.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Let me see how
It's
to.
not only because I'm French that for
There's a lot of
translation.
apostrophes and things in French, isn't there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. I can switch back to English.
I would imagine that Greek is pretty difficult to do as well.
Well, Vietnamese have a lot of, I guess.
Yeah, you don't want to show us in Vietnamese?
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
And then we get down here. Yeah. Well, window not even translated.
Yeah, but because you are on the French branch.
Yeah. On the fan branch.
If
Oh, well,
you
plus
go,
we didn't work on Vietnamese, so.
yeah, we didn't work this time on Vietnamese. But I think you will not have this problem because you don't have this special
But
character
yeah,
in Vietnamese.
yeah. So here, we'll have
So
to.
yeah, I
I
think
had.
the shortcut is a higher level of checking that when you translate, you are not only translating, but you have also to translate the shortcut. You have to translate some parts that are more technical than just a word or just a sentence.
Well, if anybody in Vietnamese community here, if they want you help, just ping me.
Apparently, there's a couple of people that have applied to help, but because it's not a public Transifex is not a public thing, they can't actually. They need to be accepted to help first.
They need to be added in as a contributor, and then they can help.
Yeah, Delgon just sent a request as well, and he's asking to be accepted.
Okay. Yeah. We can go back over there and look.
Yeah, but maybe not. Maybe you can see.
Let me go back, change see fact.
I know, I see it in the notification. Project
Yeah.
Android requested.
Let's go back to the project. Right?
Yeah, already five.
Oh
Already
no,
five
not this one.
notification.
Not this one.
In even the French, but the French France. Because there is French. Yeah, like if you want to go really deep, here we have the language, but without the country. So, because in French, you have the French of France, the French of Quebec, the French of Belgium, the French of Switzerland,
Canada,
and
whatever. Yeah, it gets complicated.
yeah. So I think we should not lose time. I mean, take too much time on the country part of the language. Let's just focus on the main, like the common language. Like when it's English, we will not translate to English US, English UK, English Ireland, or English
Yeah,
Australia.
and so yeah.
Tree,
But
Tree. I think you have to click on the notifications bell on the bottom left.
Yeah, the notification. That's what. And so that's where I've seen French, France, Polish, Poland, English, Poland, Danish, Denmark, and Portuguese, Brazil.
request. This is request language. I'm talking about.
Yeah. So we need to accept those people.
No, this is not. This is just a language request. It's not.
Yeah, but you see the user at the end, at the right. You have the username.
Yeah, but they not request. They not currently. They not requesting as a contributor, right?
That received any recommendation. Yeah. No, so.
Oh, that this.
Okay. So it's they have to click on join the project, I think.
Where?
I mean, not you, but there when you are.
Yeah.
That's what I showed at the beginning when you are logged out. Or when you are logged in, but not yet part of the project, you should see this button, the same button that when you are logged out, you
Yeah,
show join the project.
the stream getting long. We will take care of this on the back end to provide to prevent it to go any longer.
Yeah. So we need to accept those people so they can chip in. I'm sure Delgon's going to be all right with the code.
This is language request. This is not not the
Hmm?
Yeah, but we need to manually add them, is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. Well, we have to do that. Let's do that in the back end.
I think it's best to manually add them anyway because we need to give them, the guide on how to do it first.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we're just going to run into many problems when compiling. Okay. I have heard on the grapevine that Nando would like to jump on a dev stream next week. And he would like to work on something for everybody, so that'll be pretty cool. Nando, if you're watching, I've dropped you in it now, bro. So you've got to do it. Big thanks to Tree and Bertux for giving us this. Toys just said, "Let's go, Nando." Oh yes. Big thanks to Bertux and Tree for giving us this second development stream. As you can see, they were pretty much learning the system themselves as we went along, but now I think they've grasped all of the mechanics behind Transifex. Am I saying that right? And yes. So if you want to chip in, guys, please let us know, and we'll manually add you. If you want to know how to do it, please rewind this video and look at the start and see how it was all done, and also see some of the issues that we might think you might face in order to actually help us out with it in terms of the small code things that are in there. But we do need to do some more tests first just to make sure that is the case, because as we've just seen, some of those things that were left in actually produced those AMP and things on the menu, so they might not even be needed. So we need to do a couple more tests, but once we've done that, then we'll give you a bit of a rundown on how to do it, and then and then we'll start getting invites in. So a big thanks for joining us, and hope you enjoyed the stream. I do want to request that the community do hang around on this stream after Tree and Bertux have logged off of Huddle, because I do want to give you a small weekly update for Raptoreum, due to me having to miss the last stream as I had my internet down, and also due to the fact that on Sunday there's not going to be another stream again, because we are focusing on Talon Wallet and dual yield bridging as well. It's really important that we get this done. We are on a bit of a time constraint on that one, so we are going to be focused on the bridge mainly, and obviously Talon Wallet is important as well. Bertux, while you're here, I don't know whether you've actually seen what we're building with Talon Wallet.
I've not seen. I've heard about it, but not looked yet.
All right, so I might add you to my little group on that so you can see what we're doing with that. It might be of interest to you.
Yeah, and see, at least it's a web, like kind of a web extension.
So it's basically a UTXO version of MetaMask ready for Raptoreum assets.
That's how I understand it.
And I know you're very skilled in that aspect of blockchain, especially in EVM and how all that works, and my Ether wallet and whatever else. So, and we are planning on integrating USDT into that wallet as well, so you'll be able to swap in between that using Exchange API and things like that as well. So it'd be good to get your insight on that aspect of things. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys, and we're going to close Huddle now. I'm going to go to a single camera, and then I'm just going to run through a small weekly update for you, and then we're going to close the stream. So cheers, guys. Thanks to the developers. Any final words you want to say to the community?
Thank you. Oh, merci in French.
If Nando comes on next week, are you going to be on here with him?
Yeah, I will try to. Usually, will be just be weekly, but if it comes,
well, it'll be Friday the same. It'll be Friday the same time. All right. Okay. All right. It's a date. Cheers, guys, and I'll see you guys next week. Community, make sure you hang around for the next piece of the stream. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, guys, thanks for sticking around. Yeah, another nice stream with the RTM devs. It's nice to see them, working through something that's even new to them, and getting to grips with something that can really help the assets ecosystem really punch through the world stage when it's released. So now I'm just going to run through a few weekly talking points due to obviously not having a stream last week. The issue was the other day is I had a tree surgeon in, a couple of tree surgeons to actually get rid of some holly trees in the garden. And the only way they could get rid of the holly trees was pulling them through my garage. Now my office is on the other side of my garage, and my internet cable goes right through it. And as they pulled the trees through, the only piece of cable that wasn't in any protection or trunking was actually torn. I originally thought it was just an internet problem, but no, just a cable problem. So then I spent a day and a half fitting a brand new Cat 8 40 gigabyte cable, which is now done, which was a complete mission because I had to go through like 6 walls and pull all the old cable through and reseal up all those holes as well. So anyway, it's done now. We've got a nice good internet connection, and yeah, and everything's working. So just a small update from Piggy, who says the round voting initial implementation is done. Minor voting is tested and working, but needs addition to GitHub, and that's being done by Jamie. So big thanks to Jamie. Jamie's currently on a break at the moment, but he's back pretty soon. And we also have a code review of an additional fixes and additions by Nando up from Tree. You can see the progress of that in our development channel as well. If you scroll up above all the new language additions. In regards to the language additions, I think Tree's going to cut it down so we don't get as many updates in there, because if everyone's adding languages and things like that, it's going to really get clogged up, and you're not really going to see what's being done on the main RTM code. As you've probably seen as well, we did have a Binance AMA with the geeks, as they were called. It was a good and positive AMA. We had an okay number of participants on the Binance Live. And as you can see as well from the Discord and on some of the Telegram as well, we've got a lot of new members on Discord. They seem to trickle in throughout the day now, which is really nice to see. It also shows a much more positive outlook on the market and blockchain in general as for everything, really, so that's good. We've also, when we did the AMA as well, I must have got like 50 messages within about half an hour, mainly scammers in my DM on Telegram, trying to do more AMAs with fake groups and this and that. So, if you are watching, we are wise to you. But we did another AMA with Bubble Gems, and that was at Telegram, and it was like a Telegram video. And that was a voice AMA with Big Piggy. We do have some recordings of that available as well, and big thanks to HNS as well, who's been chopping those up and giving us all a bit of an insight of what happened on that AMA if we didn't watch it. those have been sent to the YouTube and also on the Twitter as well automatically. Don't forget, we do still have the Rap Twisty. I actually named that. That's created by CryptoSmith, which is an alignment tool. It is stamped with the RTM logo, and it is pretty cool now. When he first made it and he polished it, I was thinking, well, you know, why did you make it in Damascus and do all the twists and things like that in it? Because he polished it afterwards, and it just looked like a polished point. But now it's all treated and everything, and the patterning comes out on it, and it's really cool. If you do want to go over to the bidding channel and have a look at that, there's an image of that there, and also there's a video as well of that as well. So you can actually bid on that now. Bids are only in RTM, and that will end 15 minutes into the next CryptoSmith stream. But please bear in mind, as I've said earlier, I'm not going to be doing a stream on Sunday because I'm focused on Talon Wallet and getting this dual yield bridge done, which I'm sure you're all going to like because it really makes your rewards on your RTM much more greater than you can currently get just with a standard node. I mentioned on the last stream that the new link tree was completed. I put some effort into that. It looks pretty cool. That is now pinned on the Twitter in the bio. I cut down the bio just slightly because I was out of characters, just to make sure we could add the link tree in there. But now you can click through that and get all the links straight from the Twitter, or the X, sorry. And it's important to do that as well because, as we all know, whether you like it or not, X is the main place for cryptocurrency and blockchain news and to talk about it and whatever. I also worked on a new dev stream trailer. I did add it to the start of the YouTube links as well. So even when the stream wasn't live, we now have the ability to do trailers. So it's not just a static screen. And then obviously when the stream's live, then we've got the trailers on that with the music on the top of that. So just a bit more quality, on our YouTube channel, a bit more work on it, and just making it a little bit better every single day, just to make, just a chip at it. I mean, if you think about when we started all of this and how janky our streams were, it's nice to just do a little bit extra every time and make it slightly better, and to try and better the way we produce things and the way we put things out. So yeah, that's cool. And also don't forget we've got the new memberships as well that you can help the project out with on YouTube. All the memberships, all the fees that come from memberships, they don't get spent on stupid shit. They get spent on great stuff that we all want, like upcoming exchanges or things like that. Well, me and H&S are managing that at the moment, which is pretty cool. What else have we got? Yeah. Focus on Talon Wallet and bridging on Sunday as well. Yeah. So I've added Bertux to the main Raptoreum website now in the developers section, so you can go and check him out on there. Yeah, go and check that out. We are really pushing the work on the Talon website right now. Last few days I've been doing so much work on the website late at night and right early into the mornings as well, because it's really important that gets rolling, and assets is heating up, so we need to heat up as well. And as I've said before on previous streams, it's really important that we build everything on a level, so the whole of the team is on a level, so we all know what's going on at the same time, and we can all make sure that the pieces of the jigsaw fit when mainnet hits. and then we can have an ecosystem that works right off the bat, and we don't have to start tweaking loads of stupid things because we weren't on a level. As you've seen from this stream that we just did on the development stream, we're now officially accepted as an open source non-funded project on Transifex. I can't even say it. Transifex. Yeah, Transifex. So if you do want to chip in on that, it is basically a language translation platform for code, and what it does, it will put the code have an English translation, and you select your language that you would like it to be translated in, and you can actually make the translations there and then and help the project ready for assets. And Bertux has just sent the link to that in the stream party chat. It is also pinned, and it's in the news channel as well. If you are watching Delgon, we will get that. We will get you added to it. We have got your profile on there as well, and anyone else that wants to really help out with the translations, we really would appreciate it, as I've mentioned earlier as well, because the more translations we got, the better we are at really tapping into the whole of the world when assets is released, so we can get a full ecosystem rolling with a lot more power than just English, because the world is not just English. And we now have a new Discord role, which is like, it's like the ultimate role that you can get, and it's called the Rigatoshis. So it's actually more powerful than the Gigatoshis. Whereas with the Gigatoshis, you for anyone that donated some to the rain pot, 15 minutes before the trivia started in that sort of window, every time you did that and sent more than one RTM, you got an extra level up, and there was 11 levels, and the 11th level was the realm of the Gigatoshis, and that was really popular. People like to have the role of the Gigatoshi role. As stupid as it seems, it's super popular. We've almost got 100 there now. So we decided that there needed to be an additional role as well, and that role is called the Rigatoshis, and that's for people who contribute on the YouTube memberships, and also who contribute by boosting the Raptoreum Discord server. The more boosts we got, the more baller we look, and it really helps the project, and it helps the stats of the Discord, and the stats of people looking at the project as well, especially analysts that are really digging into us as we operate. So it all helps out with that. So it's just an absolute baller role that you can gain from that. If you've got any questions for me, then please fire them into the YouTube channel. Let me have a look to see if there's any questions for me. Dwight's saying, well done, gentlemen. Yeah, they did a good job. Dwight's saying, I heard that Binarai was laying some cable earlier this week. Plus he was getting his internet reconnected. Yep. Yeah, it's all done now. We've got some nice fast 40 gig cable. Hopefully that'll last me for the next 20 years. I've only got 1500 up and 1500 down right now. That's pretty much the maximum I can get in my country. So, there's a lot of space to grow with Cat 8. Kadan is saying very nice. Bernardus is saying, will we hit more exchanges? Absolutely. I mean, we are planning to hit more exchanges. We are building our little exchange bag. We're not actually doing it in the way other projects are doing it in terms of donations. I mean, Casper literally worked their whole project on donations, and we did one donation round for an exchange, and as you heard before, the exchange rugged on us. So we're really not keen on doing donations. We'd rather try and get the money to list by other means, and we are working on that with our partners, and also in other ways and in other ways as well, such as a small developer fee that we've got, the team's funds in the day-to-day life that we've got, and maybe anyone else that wants to help us in a private manner. But in a public setting, we're not going to be asking for donations. But yeah, as I've said before on previous streams, we are in contact with many of the top exchanges in the world, legit contacts. We've already got contracts signed with many of the top exchanges in the world. The only thing that we need to do is pay for those exchanges and get listed. They've done all the checks on the project. They've done all the checks on the team to make sure we're all legit. We passed the scam test. So that's all good. So we've just got to literally get there. And, if we can get on one decent exchange before, I'm not saying that the exchanges we're on are not decent, but if we can get on a large exchange before assets hits, then I think that'll be a nice catalyst for other exchanges to happen after that as well. So we might be working towards that, but there's no promises. We're in a good position at the moment to possibly make something happen, but again, I'm saying there's no promises right now. I'm going to check out the stream party chat to see if there's any questions there. Guys, if you got any more questions, send them to the stream party chat in the Discord. That is raptoreum.gg, discord.gg/raptoreum. Link is at the top right of the stream. Head over to the stream party chat and ask the questions there. I'll give it another couple more minutes, and if there's no more questions, then I will close the stream down and wish you a nice week. Any questions? Delgon is typing. Oh, he stopped typing. Come on, Delgon, give me a question. We have a question on YouTube. When will there be Talon Talon Wallet. It is working. It works on testnet, it works on mainnet, and that is for standard Raptoreum coins. We did have some early testnet assets working on Talon Wallet, but due to a couple of changes in the way assets are going to be deployed on the Raptoreum code base, in terms of the way they're named and the way they're structured, we're waiting for the next testnet before we can actually solidify the code on Talon and make sure that that's actually the way forward, that we're going to actually be building it. So we're just waiting for that from the devs, and I've heard on the grapevine that is imminent, so we'll see. It's exciting stuff. I can't wait to start making some absolute shitcoins on the Raptoreum blockchain. I know there's many people now, like Sherm. He's going to make the Sherm token. Wiz is going to make the Wiz token. Rabid Mining, he's talked a lot about. He's going to make the Rabid token. So it's really nice to see people really looking forward to the assets code and trying to work out what they're going to build first. And as we've talked about before, we have done some tests on the Raptoreum blockchain. As it is right now, we're at 180 TPS, which is actually already more than Ravencoin. But with the transaction decoupling model that we were experimenting with, It's around 8,000, which is comparable with some of the top chains. So that's our target, and that's what we're aiming for, and that's what we really want to do. And if we can really approach that sort of performance on the chain, combined with the Talon wallet, I don't see why we can't compete with, chains like Solana and Ethereum. I don't like saying that word, sorry. Yeah, so that's the goal, guys. That is the goal. We want to be the alternative. We want to be the UTXO answer to EVM and Solana. There's so many exploits on EVM, and there's so many rugs here and there on all these other DeFi chains. We aim to solve that, and that's why we're excited about it. And then when you think, coupled with the common languages such as Python and Java and Scala and other languages under the distributed application umbrella of Apache Spark, which is fully open source, we aim to allow most of the developers in the world to be able to code on the Raptoreum blockchain and to build automations using Raptoreum assets and transactability. And this is what the space is missing. I mean, why should you have to jump through hoops? Why should you have to learn a totally brand new language just to get something simple done in blockchain? It's just stupid. And if blockchain is to become mainstream, then that's what needs to happen. And also, what you must think about as well is the fact that traditionally businesses are coded in those languages, and they're not going to totally recode their whole business just to integrate blockchain. So we meet them in the middle by bringing their own code to them and allowing them to transition over to a blockchain system if they require to, in a much more easier and accessible way. So that's the reasoning behind that. Lombard T is saying 8,000 is really close to 9,000. Just saying, yeah, it's really close to 9,000. Yeah, well, it's a simulation that we were doing, and yeah, we're around 8,000, which is very nice with transaction decoupling, all being well. I'm not saying we're not going to have any issues along the way, but we must understand we're doing brand new things, and we might have some hiccups, but we're working towards something brand new that the blockchain hasn't seen before, and we're really excited to try and hit those numbers and make that happen. And so far, so good. What else have we got? Bernardus is saying we're not buying the Rabbit token. No way. I think it's something to do with his Discord, like maybe a reward mechanism of some sort, or when you're watching his YouTube, you'll be able to earn it from that and then redeem it for something. I don't know what he's going to do. Maybe Sherm knows more about that. But Sherm was talking to him a lot about implementing the Rabbit token on RTM. And also, Rabbit mining's been one of our biggest supporters right through even the darkest depths of the bear market. Rabbit mining has been there, like, awesome, like no emotions. He never cared about the bear market. Sorry, I'm still not very well. He didn't care about the price. He saw past all of that, and he just saw the potential in what we were building. So we really got a lot of respect for Rabbit mining, and for sticking with us, and for seeing past everything, Pepe is saying Talon Wallet is the RTM marketplace, or are they different projects? No, Talon Wallet is what it says on the tin. Talon Wallet is a wallet. Talon Wallet it's basically MetaMask for UTXO. MetaMask for Raptoreum. Talon Wallet allows you to connect your wallet to marketplaces or various parts of the internet which are compatible with the Raptoreum blockchain, and allow you to transact just like you can on MetaMask or on Phantom Wallet, such as on Solana, and any other sort of extension-based wallet in a very, very easy way. The marketplace is what it says as well. It's a separate marketplace. It is a separate project, and that does connect to the Talon wallet, and you can, trade your assets, your RTM assets on that marketplace. It is a third-party project that we're building. It's nothing to do with the main RTM team. It's a separate team that I've put together to build that, and also the Talon wallet as well. So the main reasoning behind that is Raptoreum's a decentralized project, and the way it's structured is it's structured in a way for that reason. So when we're building marketplaces and wallets and things, it's good to have a separate team and to keep it separate, because wallet will have legal things that need to be attended to, which are totally different legal issues than what the Raptoreum project might face. So yeah, that's why it's divided up into those areas. But yeah, as I was talking about the marketplace, there's been a lot of work done on the marketplace from Mancini, Social, Zlata, me and Sherma on that team as well. It's looking really nice. We're planning on having obviously CryptoSmith's real world assets on there that you'll be able to trade. So anyone that's bought a CryptoSmith asset that's got an NFT that's with it, so you'll have, if you own the real thing, you'll have NFT number 1 that's with it. So NFT number 1 is the rarest one. It's one with the most power if you were to implement, if you were to connect it to the upcoming game, which is Winterborn, that Charlie's been building with his team. And there is another 99 assets of those, and those assets are tradable on the marketplace. And so you can collect you can buy one of CryptoSmith's assets from the marketplace. You can then connect your wallet into the Winterborn game, and then that asset is in the game then, and you can use it, whether it's a sword, whether it's a little stabby knife, whether it's a Christmas tree decoration. This is something I've got. I actually don't think this is laser scan, but anyway, yeah, CryptoSmith's got a laser scanner, so that it all gets laser scanned into a digital format, and we've got a team over there that compiles those into workable files ready for the game. And there's some items such as the axe and I think the Tanto and a couple of other things that have already been created and tested in a gaming format as well. So yeah, it works. It's great. It's great. Looking forward to it, and looking forward to the marketplace, and looking forward to you guys being able to trade these things, and us setting the example of what the RTM blockchain can do, and what UTXO can do as a whole, because a lot of UTXO chains struggle in this regard, and we've been trying really hard to excel in this regard, and by doing that, by setting the example and setting the standard, not only do we really punch above our current weight at Raptoreum, but we excel the whole of the UTXO space as a whole as well, and gain more respect from that, because blockchain is a collective. It's not just selfishness between projects. We really want set the example and show what we did first, and we want people to replicate that and intermingle with our UTXO ecosystem. And as Piggy's talked about as well in terms of the code, we're planning on multi-chaining and doing other things like that as well. So it's all part of the bigger process. Okay, what else have we got? Bernard saying, nice, very good, Python is more than enough. Absolutely. How about some Fudorium? Yeah, you can have a Fudorium asset if you want to. I'm sure that'll be a sellout. That'll just go to the moon, bro. Not financial advice, do your own research. I'm not saying Fudorium will go to the moon, but might do. Bernardus is also saying didn't sell a single RTM from the beginning. That's what it's about, bro. I've been buying every day as well. Doesn't matter what the market's doing, whether it's up or down. I've been putting all my spare money into buying RTM because I believe in what we're building, and I'm really excited for the end product. And I've been patient. I've been working on this project now since mid 2018. It's been a long slog with almost 3 years in testnet and a real kick in mainnet, and it's been brilliant. To be fair, I've enjoyed every minute of it. And as a team, we've got a really good skilled team. The team's still growing. Everyone's still working every day, and it's really nice to be part of this team. And I will tell you, I've been in blockchain since around 2012 now, and I've been in a lot of teams. I've also run a marketing company and worked with a lot of teams, hundreds of teams probably. I've worked with some real shit ones, and I've worked with some real good ones as well. And so for me, I feel like I know what to look for in terms of a team, and especially with a core team, like when I first spoke with Charlie and I first spoke with Piggy, and I asked them about a few basic things about their knowledge of the chains and things like that, and I immediately knew that I had to work with them. So I completely badged them for weeks to be able to work with them. And at the time I was still running my marketing company. So eventually they were like, all right, let's do it. We need some logos. So I made the Raptoreum logo with my team and my marketing company. And that's the one you see right now. And then I've sold my marketing company, and now I'm full-time on RTM. So here we go. Bernardus is saying 1 billion market cap 2025. Yeah, it'd be nice, man. It'd be nice. We'll see. I mean, we've never been price focused. We've always been just focused on what the end goal is and what we're building, and just getting on with it and trying to do it properly, trying to be open with everything that we're building, not cutting any corners. We really want to show the community that we're building something worthwhile. We're doing it properly, because when people start building assets on the chain and things like that, we want people to trust that the team has done a good job. We don't want people to think, oh yeah, they just janked this chain together and I might lose all my assets. No, we've done a proper job, and we're really proud of it. And that's what matters. I'm not saying there's going to be I'm not saying we're not going to have any issues, but what I will say is, if we do have issues, we'll tell you straight away about them, and we'll fix them, and we'll fix them together as a team and a community to make it better. But so far we haven't had any major issues. We had a couple of hiccups on the first couple of code iterations and things like that, but we haven't had any major issues as of yet, and that's because we test so much. And I know that the community is like so bored of testing, and like how many more test nets are you going to have, Raptoreum? Well, do you want secure code? More secure than Ethereum? or Solana or any of these other asset chains, do you really want to secure your assets? Of course you do. So this is why we do what we do. Okay, it will be, yeah, that's right. Patience is the key. We're doing the things, we're doing the right things. Dwight is saying, when the world notices how robust this blockchain is, market cap will take care of itself. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I think considering the status of the chain we are now, people don't see the development. People don't see what's actually being done every day, and this is why we've started these development streams. But as the chain is right now, people have put a value on that now on the markets, and that's what it is. Take it or leave it. If you think that value should be higher based on what you're seeing as part of the community, then you're going to buy into that, aren't you? I'm not saying you should, because we never tell anyone to buy any RTM coins. We never will. But if you see a high value in what we're doing, then that'll be replicated into the markets. If the overall markets don't see a high value in what we're doing, we are at a low price, and that's just the cold-heartedness of it is. And by putting value into the chain with assets code and various other aspects of our code, the chain gets used more and the coins are worth more. It's just as simple as that. Jason's saying, should we be concerned by the centralization that iNodes creates by holding over 60% of the nodes? Not at all, bro. Because the magical thing about Raptoreum is the fact that not only would you need most of the nodes, but you would need over 51% of the hash rate as well in order to double spend attack the network, which literally would cost you millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars to actually accomplish. So it's virtually impossible. Now, if all the miners got together and were right, we're going to 51% the chain. Mike at iNodes, do you fancy giving that a go? Let's do it all together. Maybe that would be possible, but as a chain is right now, it's extremely unlikely. And if you look at how Bitcoin was originally started and deployed, it was literally proof of work straight away. They didn't have the nodes or anything like that, and they had a lot of issues with the deployment of their initial pools because of 51% and this and that. Same with Bitcoin Cash back in the day, and we haven't got those issues. And when we started the chain as well, people were complaining about having mining pools such as Flock Pool and Raptoreum Zone and maybe a couple of others, of having such a large hash rate and a large percentage of that hash rate. But we've explained that it doesn't matter in our case because of the way the blockchain is structured. So, we've let everyone carry on, and as far as we're concerned, the best pool gets the most hash rate, and currently Delgon's got that, and much respect to him. It doesn't affect the chain in any way. It doesn't affect there's no security risks with it. Delgon's got the best pool. It's as simple as that. In my opinion, Mancini's got the second best pool. I'm not really too keen on the other pools at the moment, but there are some decent pools that are catching up. If you have a look at the mining pool stats, yeah. But it's still nice to see that apart from so many people have tried to fork the Raptoreum project and Ghost Rider, and we're still the #1 Ghost Rider coin with the original. And let's not forget, Ghost Rider was created by our lead developer, Tree Newen, who was also on this development stream, and it was one of the most popular algorithms as well for CPU mining on Hive OS. So it's pretty cool. And also, we are one of the most trending coins on Minerstat as well on a regular basis, due to all the community support as well, which we really appreciate. Okay, I hope that answers your question, Jason. Bernardus is saying, mate, after 1 year people would suck ass to buy for these prices. Yeah, of course. It's all relative, you know. Early bird gets the worm. It depends whether you consider yourself an early bird or not. Because what most people do is they see a big green dildo, pardon my French, I know it's not French, but it's an English term, and they'll think, oh, I'm going to buy some of that. Where the cunning people have already bought their bag, you know, at 10x less than what the rest of the sheep do. So it's just the way blockchain works. And again, that's not financial advice. I'm not saying you should buy any RTM, but you should actually think about how you approach a market and think about where you want to be in that market, and how you're going to get there. Because buying part of a mountain, you're only buying the tip of the mountain. But if you buy the bottom of a mountain, there's a larger surface area and it's attainable for the same price as buying a tip. That's the best way I can put it. Jason's saying, Bernardus is saying, are you from the UK? Yeah, I'm from England, UK. I'm currently near to Birmingham. Yeah. Jason Rybart is saying, so basically, as long as two centralized powers, inodes and Flockbill, do not conspire, RTM should be fine. Yeah, it's fine. Maybe we should allow them to conspire and then take over the network. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think it's possible anyway. But it's probably not in their interest to do it, because once they've got control over that, then what they're going to do, they're going to have to push it themselves. And they'll be creating forks in the chain. Is there an opportunity to make, what's that say? AMD a partner? I mean, it would be a cool thing. If anyone's got any contacts, I wouldn't mind being a partner with AMD. I mean, AMDs are the best processors right now for mining RTM due to the large L3 cache. It'd be a cool thing. And AMD might sell more processors in that regard. But let's not forget as well, back in the day, like when we launched, there was quite a shortage of 3900Xs due to the Raptoreum chain and the price increase, and everyone's trying to get them, and we were also blamed back in the day for a decrease in Nvidia stock price as well due to everyone buying AMD. But I don't think that was anything to do with us. That was just the media putting the blame on us, basically. And then we had another media thing where they were saying that someone had hacked a bunch of servers to mine RTM, which, you know, it was a few of these things that really pumped the price and got everyone talking about it, because people were thinking, well, all right, okay, so they hacked the server, but what are they mining? And then they found out what the article said they were mining, and then everyone looked at Raptoreum. So yeah, but I think that was a bit premature, and that's why we had a big spike and then that rundown. But I think very soon we're going to see the real price in RTM with the run up to Bitcoin halving and assets as well. And like I said, use the mountain principle. Are you going to pay the same price for the tip, or are you going to pay the same price for the bottom? Bernardus is saying Birmingham accent. Yeah, that's right. Oh, you're from Ipswich? Yeah, nice, bro. I can't say I've ever been to Ipswich. I'm actually quite far away from Birmingham. I'm about half an hour away in the car. So yeah, I'm in a little village. Not a lot goes on around here. I don't mean to sound skeptical, but I can probably say the same thing about the top 2 pools of BTC conspiring to do the same thing. Absolutely, bro. You could. I know all the UK are a HGV driver. Nice one, bro. Okay, guys. Big thanks for tuning in to the Raptoreum development stream. Hope you enjoyed the development with Tree and Bertux. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel where we do these streams. This is the official YouTube Raptoreum channel. Please support us by becoming a member. There's 4 levels that you can. Yeah, I'm shaking off the sniffles, man. There's 4 levels that you can do, but it all helps us build out the project and get listed on new exchanges and things like that. So thanks for the people that are already members of the YouTube. We really appreciate it. Fudweiser and New Ego and a couple of others as well. Big thanks, guys. Really appreciated. And you know, please help us out. We're working hard, and we're not a rich project by all means, but we've got good aspirations and we've got good heart as a team, and we're doing the right things. And we've got an excellent community. The Discord's absolutely fantastic. We've got a lot of support, and the people that have stuck with us through thick and thin know who we are, what we're like, and know that they can trust what we're building is the right way to do it. And yeah, when you're talking, RTM goes up. How does it? Shall I just stay streaming? Shall I just carry on? Yeah. Anyway, cheers, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your support, and as usual, please follow us at Raptoreum. That's at Threads, at Instagram, and at Twitter, also known as X, but I always still call it Twitter. It's always Twitter, isn't it? I mean, come on. And at TikTok as well, at Official Raptoreum. Cheers, guys. Appreciate it. Cheers, guys. Love you all.